Andy Emilio for ES News. We're here with Sugar Boy, Junior Younan. I'm used to seeing you with like the hair a little bit more wild. You look a little bit more set up today.
It's gonna be crazy on Saturday.
All right, no doubt.
Coming.
So catch everybody up, man. I remember talking to you a couple years back. You know, you were coming up, Rock Nation, etc. 168 still, right?
Yes, sir. I just fought in September. I fought Everett Bravo. I stopped him in 29 seconds. Now I'm fighting Derek Finley. Gatekeeper, tough dude, you know, so I got to be ready, you know, for that constant pressure and that, you know, that bully mentality. But you know, I had a great camp, and I'm excited, man.
What have you added? A lot of people saw, I think it was the fight before your last, where it was a little close and a little, you know, like that, where you maybe gassed out a little bit. Well, what's changed in camp?
That was the Ellis fight. You know, that was my first 10-rounder. I fought one 6-rounder, one 8-rounder, and they gave me a call for that. I'm like, I'll take that fight. And it was a 10-rounder, and I still thought I won the fight. I got tired the last 2 rounds, but you know, it's because I tried to stop him in the 8th round. I heard him, and but that's a young move. I grew from that fight, man. I worked so much harder after that. You know, it's just you gotta go through it to learn. You know.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
A lot of people might not know you're one of the fastest guys out there, slickest. You got that real crazy style at 168 that you don't really see too much. A lot of the 168 guys fight more like light heavyweights, if anything. They got the cement feet and all that kind of stuff. Who are you influenced by? I know you're really close with Paulie. You kind of got that similar kind of style too, that slickness.
My favorite fighter of all time is Roy Jones.
Okay.
Took moves from Paulie, you know, and I grew up around, you know, Danny Jacobs, Marcus Brown, Saddam Ali, Curtis Stevens, you know, so like I've taken pieces from everybody, and you know I kind of got my own style, and you know, it's working so far.
How soon till we see you in the contender level? A year, months? What are we looking at?
You know,
for your own.
I want to fight 4 times this year.
Okay.
So 3 after Saturday. You know, so, you know, I'm planning for a big 2020. You know, I'm going to be knocking on some doors next year.
Is there a 168 champ that you see your style matchup with that you're like, I can take this guy? Is there somebody out there at 168?
I feel like I can fight any of them.
Okay.
I feel like if I'm in shape and my head is right, I could fight any of them. You know, it's just all about growth, man. I'm getting better. I'm getting better every camp. It's gonna be they're gonna be in some trouble. You know,
let me
sleeping on me.
Pick your boxing brain a little bit. You were just talking about being around Danny Jacobs. He has a mega fight coming up against Canelo. He's obviously overcome so many different things. Arguably beat Triple G. A lot of people believe that. What do you think, or what do you make of the rehydration clause that's in there? He's been talking about it. What's your view on that?
It's supposed to be waived, right? Like in a unification round, it's supposed to be waived. But the IBF does have that rule because I fought for the USBA. I had to go through the same bullshit. But that's
according to Danny, it was just put in by Golden Boy because it is waived by the IBF
it's supposed to be
for
waived.
unification.
By Canelo, I mean, rightly so, bro.
Okay.
Canelo's not a middleweight.
Yeah.
You know, he's a blown up 54.
Oh, okay.
So
you think like Canelo's even small for 60?
Yeah.
Okay.
Canelo's small, bro.
Okay.
Like, you know, like when Danny reloads, Danny was bigger than Golovkin, noticeably.
Yeah.
Like when they get in the ring, Danny's gonna be towering over Canelo. It's just, you know, if he could pull everything together that night. That's the thing. Like Canelo's a very fucking talented dude, man.
So visualize that fight for me. Break it down real quick. Like you had to give a prediction, or how does it look? How does it start? Which Jacobs do we see? The same Jacobs that fought Triple G, the one that fought Kid Chocolate, or?
Here's the thing, like I think when Danny is in danger, when he feels like he's in danger, he steps it up. Like his biggest fights, he stepped it up. So I'm gonna be looking for Danny to step it up. You know, I don't think he's gonna make it easy by any means. You know, his last few performances weren't great, but he didn't feel that danger.
Let me ask you about somebody who's making a little bit of waves at 168, and he's a talker himself, Chris Eubank.
Yeah.
I imagine that would be somebody you look at like, ooh, this will be a fun press conference, and this will be a fun style matchup as well.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What are your thoughts?
He's in great shape, that dude. He's strong. You know, he's very, you know, tough-willed, and you know, that'll definitely be a doozy.
Were you impressed by the win over the Gale? Or?
I wasn't impressed, nah.
Okay.
Because, like, you take away the knockdowns, that's a majority draw.
Okay.
You know, so I sparred the Gale in Miami a few months ago, and you know, I thought he was gonna win the fight. I just didn't think he could. You know, he didn't pull the trigger. You know, he's usually more active with his hands. He was waiting too much, and he let Eubank control the tempo of the fight.
No doubt, man. Let everyone know where they can follow the Sugar Boy, man.
TYG Official on Instagram. And you know, tune in Saturday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, bro. Appreciate your time.